I've seen a lot of what seems like trolls on the internet.
Oh shit, there's coal.
Or people who purposely scream and try to cause outrage.
Alright, let's go down here. Oh shit.
Most of them often scream, yell out loud, and do things like that. But personally, I don't think anyone has impressed me as much as PyhloFilms. I've been watching this channel for a couple of years now, and it's obvious that he is a form of troll, but he's been doing it for so long, all I can say is I'm frankly impressed. Today I'm going to be going through his channel and explaining it to you, and then I'm going to try to find out who this guy is or who his friends are. It's a really mixed bag. You'll find out why in just a little bit. PhyloFilms started making videos as far back as 8 years ago, but he didn't start his rants until about 4 years ago. He never admits in any of his videos that he's doing this as a goof, and probably won't. So far he has a legit fan base, and some people actually do follow his opinions. He might not be a troll, but it's pretty obvious that he probably is, since any game you can think of, he hates. He hates Portal, Fallout, Skyrim, DayZ, Halo, any game you can think of. He gets wrong, and he pronounces them wrong. When he was doing, for example, review on Black Ops 3, he pronounces it as Black Ops III, and he doesn't know that that's Roman numerals for 3. He assumes that they just put it in there to make it look cool, which they kinda do. The way most people tell he's trolling, or at least the way I tell he's trolling, is that he often states facts wrong and claims that he is super rich, has lots of money, and oftentimes records a video of him in a corner with like a purple light on him, puts some music on, and pretends he's at a party. But if you look at his environment, he's obviously just an average guy living at an average house. And according to what I've seen, he's been living at this house since the first or second video he made 8 years ago. But going back to how he states facts wrong, a while ago, like a couple years ago, he made a video on the history of the Halo series. I'm not going to explain it to you, I'm just going to let you watch.
What's up, YouTube? It's Philo here, and today I want to talk about the history of the video game franchise called Halo, or Hollow, depending on where you are, you might pronounce it Hollow. The very first game, of course, everybody knows, is Halo: The Evolved Combat. This game originally came out on the Xbox, but did you know that this actually was a Dreamcast game originally, and they actually were going to release it on the Dreamcast. Early versions of the game Halo actually had Dreamcast on it, but because the Xbox is backwards compatible with the Dreamcast, they just threw on a different sticker. So I could peel this off right now. I don't want to because I might damage it. And it would say Dreamcast underneath. And they just put it in new cases. So it's actually a Dreamcast game originally. And that's true. And if you don't think that's true, then you're wrong. That's the history of the first game. So this is the first game and came out in 2001. Almost 15 years ago. The next game in the series came out for the Xbox 360 called Halo Reach. I don't know what this game's about. Next game in the series was Halo 3 Odds. Halo 3 Odds came out for the Xbox 360, and it kind of is random. I think this was a mistranslation. It probably should say something else,
But there is one problem. We don't know who this guy is. I've done some investigating, and I don't know exactly who he is, but I know who he knows. Sort of. First off, I can just tell from past videos and the stuff he's been in, he's obviously interested in filmmaking. When you search up PhyhloFilms, it's not just obvious that he likes films by his username, but after scrolling down a bit, you'll find a short film called The Casting Director. It appears to be by Z-Fest Film Festival. After doing a couple of research, I found out it's a film festival that takes place in Minnesota and is for local filmmakers and they need to be under 7 minutes. There's not really much to it besides it's a film festival. It's a basic film about a guy and a girl who are casting directors who need to get actors for a new movie. The other guy wants to marry the girl. So she refuses, and that night he goes to a bar and has sex with someone else. And the next day, it's really simple. She thinks about it and wants to marry him. PyhloFilms is in this, but only for a short amount of time, and his name isn't shown in the credits, but everyone else's is. I'm just going to let you watch the part where Philo comes in.
We'll talk about this later.
I'm William Parsons. I'm here to read for the role of Eric Hermanson.
Hello, William. Thank you for coming in today. I'm Jamie. This is my associate, Brad. Feel free to start.
But if you play the credits, his name doesn't show up. But it does show William Parsons, who they say is himself. But I have a hard time believing that since the rest of the videos have never showed up. Someone by the name of Allie Daniels does appear in the movie, and she is recognizable in other PyhloFilms videos. Her name in these videos appears to be Naomi, but you can tell it's the same person because you recognize their face, and because PyhloFilms and her seem to be friends because they both acted in the same movie. Anyways, back then he did a series where he would have people who looked like actors come up, and they would treat them rudely while they did an interview of sorts with them. It wasn't those actual actors, but it looked a lot like them. They appear to be really good friends. And recently Philo has been talking about a new movie he worked on called American Beast. And it only is on DVD, I think. I don't think it showed in theaters, but you can buy it on Amazon. When you look up the movie, it does appear on IMDb. I rewatched the trailer, and it's nothing really important. And you don't see anyone recognizable. But scrolling through the cast, you do find Allie Daniels. William Parsons doesn't appear in here, but Allie Daniels does. And she has been in a couple movies. She seems like an actual actor who is friends with this guy, but she has been in multiple shorts and actual movies. After looking through the cast of the casting director, I cannot find William Parsons, who was supposed to be PyhloFilms. So I guess his actual name is William. I was wrong. But yeah. Anyways, I didn't do this for the entertainment of it. Most people don't know who PyhloFilms is. I did this as a personal investigation. I feel like I'm in the FBI for myself because I've always been interested in this guy. I don't think it matters who he is, what he does. Frankly, what matters to me is I'm impressed how long he's been keeping up this troll. And if he's not a troll, I'm impressed how he goes through his whole day without getting all these hate comments, because some people actually take this guy seriously. But yeah, in conclusion, that's PyhloFilms for you. I will leave the links to his videos I used in the description. And yeah, that's it. Bye. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. Everything helps out.